Hello everybody, Dokkan Assets here. Today we are back with another community response video. Apparently the water that I'm drinking is already coming up, unfortunate bro. Stay hydrated though regardless. Water propaganda aside, today we're going to be talking 350 mil download celebration part 2 LR predictions. I always like doing these prediction community responses because you guys always seem to really enjoy these. And enjoy it you did, because apparently this got 200 replies, which is actually insane. So thank you guys so much for all of your replies to this tweet. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to get to everybody's replies in here, and I'm sure that there is a lot of the same because, of course, for the Part 2 LR for this, there is, of course, going to be some limited, I guess, choices that they could do. Keep in mind, last year's Part 2 LR was You Are Number 1 Vegeta. I just want you to kind of keep that in mind in terms of as we're going through this and just remembering who we could get for this. So, first of all, we have the homie ZDB. What's up, my boy? Saying Goku, Spirit Bomb, and Piccolo. Yes, I think that this would be absolutely fantastic. We do kind of have the Spirit Bomb animation, obviously that being inside of Namek Goku, but I definitely think that they could do an updated one and do it with Piccolo, because I think that would be absolutely fantastic. I know somewhere in here I also saw Kaioken Goku would be cool. Francisco says, I would like a nail fusing with Piccolo via active skill. Yeah, transferring by revival could be cool too, but extremely hard to do. That would also be kind of interesting. You know what would also actually be super sick? Maybe like have it be an exchange where it's nail first and then Piccolo gets summoned to the planet with the Dragon Balls and then he meets up with nail and fuses and then, it changes into Piccolo. That could be super sick. But yes, I definitely like that idea. I got two ideas: Extreme Type LR, Vegeta Scouter, and Krillin and Kid Gohan. Oh, okay, so they would be technically evil. I see, because Vegeta's on the team. Okay. Or Super Type LR Piccolo, Krillin, and Gohan. Yeah, either of these would be awesome. I know that a lot of people in their predictions for this type of thing are kind of thinking that these two are going to be involved in the LR somehow. I guess that kind of makes sense because, of course, the Namek trio is sort of, these three or these three. So I suppose that would make sense for either of them to, be in the LR. Sunny says they're giving us a Gohan, Krillin, and Vegeta card on the title screen. Always spoils the units. And those have not been represented in this celebration yet. I guess that is technically true. We do have the Goku, thinking about everything on Namek. So I suppose that could definitely be a contributing factor, though. I don't remember last year with it being Super Vegeta. I don't think You Are Number 1 Vegeta was incorporated in that. I understand what you're saying, though, because obviously, we've had that happen in the past. I mean, a prime example was with Tech Gogeta, obviously, then we got the Fizz Janemba afterwards, so definitely makes sense to me. Armored Vegeta, Bardock, or Frieza. Yeah, definitely another Frieza could be a decent pick. I have actually seen a lot of people saying Bardock, which I think is an interesting choice, but I suppose that makes sense in the context of obviously, Bardock fought Frieza, so it would kind of make sense even though it's a Namek celebration. Or, I don't know, maybe they could somehow actually, now that I think about it, it would be wild, either a revival or exchange Bardock into Goku when he first arrives on Namek. Because you know how when Bardock is fading out, right? He has that vision of Goku squaring up against Frieza. I think that could be really cool to incorporate into an animation. Even though I think that particular scene maybe fits better for a support memory, which maybe we end up getting that as well. But that would be super cool. We're getting LR Namek Vegeta. His active skill animation will show him ordering Krillin to damage him so Dende can heal him. And the game will show him blasting a hole through his stomach and he gets healed. And his big yo will be, I've become a Super Saiyan. That would actually be sick. I'm not going to lie, that would be really cool for an active skill or some kind of revival. That would be sick. Ally Pool. Okay, alright, moving on. Join forces, Dadoria and Zarbon. Apple, yeah. I do unfortunately think that Dadoria and Zarbon card that we're getting isn't going to be LR. It definitely seems like that. I do think that they are obviously going to get the proper, what do you call it, Easy 8 treatment, right? they're going to get their awakening into Zarbon and Dadoria in part 2, and then they're going to EZA later on in the celebration. But unfortunately, I don't think they're going to be an LR, and we kind of already confirmed that because of the stats of the unit. Fleek says, Dirty Fireworks, Vegeta, or Kid Gohan. Yeah, either of them would be pretty cool. Obviously, Dirty Fireworks is only included in Dokkan at the moment at the Int Vegeta. The support one, which those units haven't been updated in a very long time, and a lot of those SAs still need an update for sure. So definitely would be down for that, and I would also be down for a cleaner animation of the Dirty Fireworks, because obviously, you know, that animation is so iconic, and that scene where he takes out Kui is so cool. Gohan and Krillin, yes. And Cookie, I will hit you with that later, bro. Either hoping for LR Namek Vegeta, LR Bardock, or LR Bulma, or anything from the Saiyan Saga, considering, oh my gosh, I can't speak, I'm sorry. They include the latter part of it in the celebration. So, like, I assume you mean Namek Bulma. I don't know how that would work, though, just because she doesn't really attack, but that would be cool to have her incorporated. Maybe that would also be a good choice for a support memory for the celebration. Again, this is another Bardock, which I think is interesting that a lot of people are saying this. The only way I can see that working is, like, again, when he gets taken out and then has the flash forward, I guess. I was gonna say flashback, but I guess technically it's a flash forward to Namek, right? Which is also a little bit weird as well, because obviously, you know, since that scene is technically not canon anymore, with, you know, Bardock seeing the future in Z, it's kind of weird, but I mean, obviously, you know, it makes sense for the sake of a Z celebration. But that would definitely be sick, and I am a huge fan of Bardock. The only thing is, though, I don't know if they'll do that, only because they're doing that Bardock winner and loser card for Frieza and Bardock, so we'll have to see if they would actually do that, but I'm still banking on Krillin and Gohan being incorporated somehow. LR Ginyu over into LR Ginyu Goku. That could be actually pretty cool, I'm not going to lie. Or maybe they could do something where he goes back into Ginyu, because obviously he goes back into his normal body. I don't know. That would definitely be a good idea. I still think that we should definitely get some kind of LR Ginyu besides the Ginyu Force. I mean, I think that even, somebody might have mentioned it here, that like a, what would it be? Birder and Raccoon, or Birder and Jace, I think. Them two together, I think, would be a fantastic LR. LR Vegeta fight with Raccoon and EZA renovation for Fizz Bardock SA. Ooh, that might not be a bad idea. Although I do think that that part where they show all the members of Bardock's team is pretty iconic, so they'd have to incorporate that somehow. But I definitely like that idea. Vegeta fighting Frieza, Dirty Fireworks. Keaton has a big... Oh, okay, it's not actually as big as I thought. Honestly, I can see a Zarbon and Dadoria or a Namek Saga Vegeta and his fight with Kui's 12 key super attack. His gut punch on Zarbon is the 18 key. Ooh, that would be cool. So just like a general Namek Vegeta rather than one specific scene. And an active skill where he shoots a full power Gallic gun at Frieza right before Frieza just bounces away into space. That'd be cool. The fact that we have this Namek celebration and no Zarbon or Dadoria units is insanity. I don't know if he... Oh, I guess he just didn't see the free-to-play unit there. Okay. I was going to say, my boy, you good? Same with Namek Saga Vegeta. I can honestly see 2 LRs in the next part. Dadoria and Zarbon as a dual unit, and Namek Saga Vegeta as another unit. Probably keep Vegeta Extreme. We do have that one Vegeta unit already in Dokkan as a boss card. Originally, it was a story asset. It's the one where he's kind of like T-posing midair. So they could maybe do that for the SSR or TOR, though usually they don't like to use those boss cards. I guess it kind of depends. I think sometimes in the past, not the chain battle bosses, but like normal event boss cards, when they've introduced them as just boss cards, I seem to remember them later then using them as a proper card. I'm not sure. I can't remember that off the top of my head, but obviously that could be a little bit hint right there. Let's move on to our next section here. Where does this end? That's what I was trying to figure out. There we go. I'm 50-50 on Namek Saga / early Android Saga unit as a character that's just associated with these characters. Could be Bardock, Golden Frieza. I definitely don't think that one. Namek, Gohan, and Krillin, and Bulma maybe. Namek Vegeta, Nail / Piccolo, King Cold, and Mecha Frieza, Trunks. Yeah, I do see a lot of people, interestingly enough, saying like King Cold. Oh, I almost said King Cold Arc. I guess technically not incorrect, but like when Trunks comes down to take out Mecha Frieza, right? I've seen a lot of people talking about that, And I guess that makes sense because obviously, you know, that's after Namek, which like these cards are literally from the end of the Namek Saga fight. So I suppose I could see that, but I still think that they'll be keeping it Namek Saga themed rather than moving a little bit past that. At least I would hope so, because the other thing is too, since the celebration is so Namek themed, I would like them to buff Namek even more, like the category, right? And then obviously if they do something like that where they do Mecha Frieza and King Cold, or they do Trunks or something like that, maybe the Mecha Frieza could be on Namek, but I don't think that the rest of the units would be, and I still want something that would continue to buff the Namek Saga. So at least that's my bet, though. LR Kaioken Goku, who fights Frieza on Namek. Yes, that would definitely be a fantastic idea. It would be kind of weird, I will admit, like going backwards in terms of the transformations, because obviously we would technically be doing Super Saiyan and then, you know, Kaioken. I wouldn't be mad at it, to be honest with you, because obviously, you know, it would be cool, and I want some kind of really busted Kaioken unit in the game, because I think we definitely need one in the game, and obviously, you know, that's such an iconic technique for Goku that I feel like it should be more represented. Though I do still kind of want a Kaioken Goku from the Saiyan Saga rather than the Namek Saga. I mean, why not both, I suppose, but I would hate it, you know, if they like made him Namek Saga but then they took the SAs from the Saiyan Saga. You know, I don't know. I think you understand my point, though. Krillin, Gohan, Vegeta trio exchange into Piccolo when they're fighting Frieza. Oh, that's actually a little bit of a spin on everything that we've heard so far. Yeah, I actually really like that idea a lot. That would be another way that they could work that in for sure. Enhanced 5, so wouldn't it be Gohan like Kid Gohan who travels to Namek with a transformation into the armor and gains defense? That would be pretty neat. I'd definitely be down for that. Scarlet Vegeta 100%. We gotta see some dirty fireworks. Yeah, that one kill on Dadoria. Yeah, now that I'm thinking about Vegeta, the more and more I'm hearing everybody give their ideas about this, I'm really hoping that it's like a general Namek Saga Vegeta rather than one specific section, because I think it would be cool to have like the different essays. Though I suppose if they do one specific scene, then they could do more Namek Saga Vegetas in the future. But definitely. LR Birder and Jace and LR Vegeta, Krillin, Gohan. Yeah, another LR Birder and Jace. My man, let's go. Vegeta with the revival when he revives with a Purunga, Dragon Balls, and possibly an active skill when Krillin blasted him and Dende healed him. It could be a cool unit. Yeah, that would be sick. I have heard some people saying that they would like something when Vegeta gets revived with the Purunga, Dragon Balls. Obviously, you know, he gets buried by Goku and then he's like, oh, I'm alive. But the only thing about that is that I don't know what attack they would give him when he revives. Like, I mean, I guess it's just, you know, he uses his normal attacks again, but it's just kind of weird because obviously, like, in that revival skill, after that, he doesn't keep fighting. You know, he, like, approaches, but then, you know, he gets transported back. So, I don't know. It's like, I do think that that would be cool, but it might feel a little bit weird. I love a good Pod Frieza with a Bardock EZA. I mean, we do have Pod Frieza in terms of the Prime Battle one, and obviously with the EZA, he's absolutely disgusting. Of course, when it comes to that card, obviously it is a little bit more difficult to obtain because, of course, you have to go through EZAing all of the other units, but of course, you know, he is a good Pod Frieza. And a lot of people saying a Bardock EZA, yes, I 100% agree with that. I would absolutely love to see that. Mine is Rainbow, too, so I would love that even more, actually. I'm thinking either Namek, Vegeta, Gohan, and Krillin, Vegeta, LR, Gohan, and Krillin. Scouter Vegeta is going to be Extreme Tech. Straight up, I want Ginyu, whether that means he transforms through a body switch or starts as Goku. I don't care, but I would love that. Yeah, I would definitely be down for that, too. Final form Freeze with a nice looking Deathwing animation as like the TUR SSR Super, Dirty Fireworks Vegeta, or some sort of Bardock. Yeah, so it seems like everybody is pretty unanimous on the fact of these couple of characters. Super Kami Kuru, that's funny. Yeah, this was literally the art that I was talking about. This card is a boss card in the new event, so they could definitely use that in some capacity, or maybe use that in the essay. But it seems like everybody's thinking either some kind of Vegeta, Krillin, Gohan, Piccolo, a little bit of Bardock tossed in there, a little bit of the, you know, technical end of the Namek Saga, beginning of the Android Saga thrown in there. So definitely some fantastic ideas. Obviously, this time around, I think the answer is a little bit more clear when it comes to, you know, units that we can be guessing and who it will most likely be. Because obviously, you know, with other sagas, it's a little bit less, like, streamlined in terms of the characters who are in there and who are, like, big players that would be worthy of an LR. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Really appreciate it. Again, thank you all for your replies. I know I obviously can't get through everything because, again, literally like 200 of them, but it seems like a lot of people are pretty unanimous on what they want to see, which I would actually agree with you guys. I think all of your ideas are fantastic. You already know my thoughts on this too, so please, if you did not get to comment on this tweet, leave your comments in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know that you guys really enjoy responding to these and then obviously hearing me talk about your comments too. So again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Dokkan Assets out. Peace.